Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World. And in this video we're going to do account reviews. We're going to do two more accounts today. The first one is the one of MonkeyDee and the second one is the one of Andre. Uh, Again, as the previous video, I will just go through the screenshots and provide additional information on what I think should be done, etc., stuff like that. In this case, it might be a bit more difficult because both accounts are at floor 30. So they already have like a lot of systems unlocked. They already have a lot of units duped up. So it's going to be more difficult to give them advice or just try and discuss what they're doing. But in this case, I would say it's helpful for everyone to also look at higher hand accounts and see how they're set, what they're doing, and stuff like that. Also, I have a few questions for both of them because they have units I don't. So I would also like to hear from them how those units are performing and stuff like that. So yeah, that being said, let's get started with MonkeyDee's account. And here on the screen, you will already see some notes that MonkeyDee wrote to me on Discord. And those notes are, is pulling for Vespa for the Alliance boss, perfectly fine. And that it doesn't need another carry at the moment. Okay, fine as well. And is pulling for Urek because Viol doesn't need high dupes to carry. Okay, fair enough. So let's just get started and see is yellow team first. So again, this yellow team is already pretty much set. There is nothing much we can do here. Hiwa is maxed. Bam is already higher than 3 red, so perfectly fine. And we can see that Heaven has the plus 20 exclusive equipment, not the plus 30. That's not a big deal because all the plus 30 does is just give your units for 4 seconds debuff immunity. Nothing too great, I would say. So for me, it's perfectly fine to leave him at plus 20 and you don't need to invest more in him. Then there is Vespa, the unit that is working on at the moment is already for orange, so it's going to get to full rainbow real soon. And then everyone else here, uh, like Shibisu, could be a unit worth getting some dupes for, but not that relevant. He already has also Cheonwa at 3 red, which is all you really need for the boss fights. So I would say his yellow element is already good and there is nothing to say here. So let's move on to the next one, which is the purple element. This one is a bit weird, I would say, because Joaquin doesn't have rapport 6. I'm guessing this is just, I don't know, probably you use the uh, like the swords on someone else. I don't know, but definitely get him to level 6. Pretty sure by the time this video comes out, you would already have him at level 6, but yeah, whatever. Still quite fine, I would say. Then the second point would just be reports on other units. I see that overall your reports are quite low, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Just get those 3 guys, Gustan, Kunagero, and Karaka to report 4 at the very least. And also, I would recommend getting the exclusive achievement of Karaka to plus 30. Some might also say it's not that needed because you're getting just 30% in additional magic and physical resistance on top of the additional ones you get from the ignition weapon, on top of the already high magic and physical resistances, on top of what you could get in slot 4 and slot 5 in the not exclusive equipment, in the ignition weapon. So you could easily go over 100% in both of them, and there is really no need to do so in theory. But now that we have a lot of units with Pierce, there are a lot of units in game that are reducing resistances. Going over 100% to me is fine because they are going to reduce it anyway, and that means you're still getting advantage of the additional resistances. Yeah, I said all of that just to say that even if it seems it's overkill, it's actually quite useful in most cases against most units and also in PvP when you have a lot of opponents with magic or physical Pierce. And yeah, that was pretty much all to be said here in this element as well. There is no other unit that need any kind of explanation. Everything is quite fine. The next one is the red element, and for this one I have nothing to say. Xia is already higher than 3 red, so to me it's perfectly fine. You have a Craptor for Rainbow, basically fully maxed, and that's also one of the unit I wanted to ask you about because I don't have him. I heard a lot of people talking well about this guy. I'm pretty sure it can work. I'm only not certain how he deals with units like the Hard, which he's supposed to go against since he's a red element unit, but he doesn't have as many resistances to survive the special skill of the Hard. So I don't know. Did you use him against the Hard? How did he go? Or was it always Viol that carried that kind of fight? Just to better understand that unit because I don't know and I also want the other people that are watching my videos to understand whether this unit is worth the investment or not. Because lately I'm just saying is weaker than Viol overall, so no need to invest in him. But if you don't want to go with an SSR Plus as your main DPS, is basically your only other choice in this element. So I wanted to know how he is. Other than that, I would say it's okay that Viol doesn't need high dupes to carry, but I would say that 3 red is definitely really good. You're going to get 2 more levels on your skills, and you're also going to get the additional damage against green enemies, which is going to bring it back to double damage. So instead of dealing 50% more damage against green, you're going to deal 100% more, which is definitely good. So my recommendation would still be go for 3 red. And yeah, other than that, let's go to the next element, which is blue. And yeah, your blue overall is a little weaker than the other elements, but that's not a big problem, I would say. You said you don't need an additional carry, so yeah, I mean, taking Kuran to full rainbow will definitely help, but again, not too important. I would say you already have plenty enough of accuracy so you can hit. It's just going to delay the special skill, but again, not a big deal. So yeah, you can also leave him like that and it's fine. Also, Blarod could use some additional dupes and Blank as well. For Blank, you could even get a special skill. No, sorry, the Exousia came into the Verdis plus 20, but other than that, you're pretty well set. And also Leroro is a 3 purple, so he's already quite duped up. So overall, everything is fine on this element as well. You could just improve it a little bit more, but you said you don't feel the need to, so it's perfectly fine. You also said that you're pulling for Urek because Viol doesn't need a dupes again, but like your Urek, I don't know, like I get it, but Urek really needs like 4 orange to work. So I don't know if it's really worth investing in Urek before you invest in Viol to 3 red, or just in general before you invest in the other units you have here, like before you get Blank to 3 red, before you get Blarod to full rainbow, before you get Kunran to full rainbow. I don't know if it makes sense to put that much investment in Urek. But it's definitely not a bad choice. That guy is a beast, but really needs a lot of investment, similar to Evan Kell. So yeah. Next, we have the green element, and for this one, I cannot really say much. Just GG. You have 5 characters fully maxed here. And then, okay, there is Lozel with few dupes, but that's not an issue. I mean, you could get more dupes for her so that you can then use Lozel and Zahard in one team with 3 other units, and then the other 4 on a different team when you get to like stage 24 and more in the 30th floor, because at that point you will have to face like 3 blue teams, so having that kind of setup would help, but again, you don't really need Lozel. Zahard can solo a team on his own, and then the other 4 can solo the other, so you're definitely fine. Yeah, that was all for the elements. Now let's look at the links, and here really nothing much to say again. Just welcome to hell. You're going to need a shit ton of link XP. You already noticed. So yeah, nothing more to say. You already have all the limit breaks done, obviously. So yeah, nothing to spend your soul crystals on. And that's about it. There is nothing else to say about the links. Then for the three essence, you unlocked it, like you unlocked the second wheel for all of them. That's totally fine. And you also shared the stats for some of them. And here we can already see you have more than 200 total accuracy and like 200 evasion in the strength one. Really, really good numbers. In the dexterity ones, you have like 250 accuracy, crazy high, and 200 and almost 270 evasion. Again, crazy high, really, really good. I'm quite envious of this tree to be honest, because mine is nowhere as good. So yeah, I will definitely work a little bit more on that to get this close. And yeah, your assassins and ranged units will be complete monsters with this. Then you have the int one, that's the last one you unlocked, you told me. And so yeah, the numbers are a lot lower, but it's fine. Like mages and supports don't need as much accuracy as the other ones, so it's totally fine. They can still hit enemies. And here, I think you sent me only one of the two pages, but no problem. It's totally fine as well. And here for the three essence, yeah, again, nothing to say, just good job. Then we have the wish list. Here, I would say other than the units you already have here, the other ones you should just focus on are Blarod, Lozelle, and Xexia, and then just wait for new banners. I would say you're probably still waiting for new banners. I don't think you're going to spend those 15k suspendium and 26 pools here just yet. So it's fine. Just wait it out. You don't have to stress it because you already have a lot of good units. And yeah, no rush here. I would say probably you don't need to pull for Verdi, to be honest. You could already remove her. I don't know if you have a particular reason to do so. My guess is just you're doing it for the growth mission so that you can get one or like a few additional copies for free and maybe even some pools. But yeah, if you're not doing it for that, you could just remove her. I don't think you really need her. You have a fully maxed Rachel, and just in case you have Joaquin, I don't feel like Verdi is going to help you that much. Then we have the trials here. Nothing strange. You're already at a good point. So yeah. Here we are with the black market. So for this one, again, my suggestion would be first prioritize Viol and get him to 3 red. He's going to get a huge DPS boost against green. Otherwise, just stick to work until 4 orange. Or you could have another option that could be 3 red Data Machine. I heard she is a good unit at 3 red, like DPS wise. But again, it's not something I can test. But I can see that happen. She's definitely like more resistant than Hurex, so she can survive for at the very least 10, 12, 13 seconds. And her multipliers are low, but she has a lot of attack buffs and stuff, so I'm pretty sure she can dish out quite high damage. So definitely 3 red would be really, really good on her. And yeah, that was all for this account. There is nothing else to mention. Let me check if there are additional screenshots. Nope. So we can move on to the next one, which is the one of Andre, Impatient Imp. And also this account, as you can already see from the Envoy team, is quite well built. So we're going to go over it like immediately. Again, this account is at floor 30 as well. Doesn't have a lot of suspendium, but that's fine. Here there is also the screenshot of a temple. Okay, quite the lucky one. I never pulled two SSR plus in the same temple. That's fine. Congrats. And let's move on to the next screenshot. which is the one of the yellow team. And also here, there's really not much to say. You already have your BAM higher than 3 red, so totally fine. You have the exclusive equipment unlocked on the core units. You really don't need to do anything here. I have one question though for like regarding Rack. I wanted to know like if you are using him at the moment, at the very least like in the trials, and if you see him surviving a little bit at 3 purple. I think you should be already like a little tanky, but not that much. So I just wanted to know your opinion on him and how it seems. Other than that, that's pretty much all for these elementaries. Like you have the core units set, and that's all. Next is the purple element. For this one, you're just lacking a lot of dupes of Kunagero. That's fine, just keep him in the wish list and you'll get them. Other than that, you don't really need any other units. You can just use the four in your first row and then just add Dorsey and you're fine. I don't think you need anyone else for this element. So good. Then we have red. For red, I would say, I guess you already found out, but you can definitely ignore Evankel until you get her to full rainbow, if you really want to. Otherwise, just ignore her. And yeah, everyone else is pretty much set. You have Wario maxed, you have Xixia maxed, and you have your Viol carry. Is only at 2 blue, so you could use the 3 red like bonus, and I would say it should be your next priority probably. But other than that, nothing else here. Also because there are no other good units, except for a Craptor probably, but again, never tested it, and I'm waiting for a reply from MonkeyDee. So let's see. Okay, next one is your blue element. Really, really great. I would say you have Quran maxed. You have Blarod, full rainbow, and with exclusive achievement of plus 30. Really great. You have also Blank, full rainbow. Awesome. And you have Urek for orange. So again, this is my second question for you. Like, is Urek for orange actually a lot more tanky than Urek 3 red? Because I have Urek at 1 orange now and it just dies immediately. I wanted to know if it's now a viable carry at 4 orange or not. That's my main question here. It looks like it's reversed. Like it's not me reviewing your account, it's just me asking you questions on the unit you have built that I don't. So yeah, I was just wondering because I'm close to 4 orange, but I don't know if I should really go all the way to that or just ignore him because he's still going to be trash. So yeah, just wondering that. And I'm only asking for adventure because in PvP he's already good at 3 red, but in adventure I cannot really seem to make it work. He's always dying and that's it. So I don't know. And then the other one is Leroro. You already have him a 3 red, so you can use that guy as well. It's really good unit overall. And yeah, I will say your blue element is really, really great. Next, there is the green element. For this one, you don't have a lot of dupes for the collab units, and in fact, you didn't upgrade their exclusive equipments. Perfect, just ignore them. There is nothing you can really do. You already have the 2 core units fully maxed, which are Child Endorse and Hard, so you're totally fine, and there are no issues here as well. Then we have the links, and for this one, since now you have no other use for the soul crystals, just max them all out, get all the links to SS2, and nothing. Afterwards, you can just use the soul crystals for the secret floor keys, or just keep stacking on them until they give us something more useful than that. Obviously, Origin Orb maxed. And then here you also share the Astrolabe, which is good. You went all in Link XP, and that's definitely the good thing to do. That's the most like difficult thing to farm now that we require crazy amounts of them. So yeah, definitely a good choice. Then we have here the wish list. I would say that also the wish list is fine. There is really nothing to say. You're trying to dupe up Chonwa to get him to 3 red, fine. You're getting more dupes of Bam, is also okay. More dupes of Lozel, again, good choice. And you have as your first priority Kunagero, which makes total sense because he's really low on dupes. So yeah, everything seems fine. You're building a Raptor. I don't know if it's really that important at the moment. Probably you could just get dupes for other boss units, like maybe Shibisu, or I don't really know, but just get more dupes of other units or just hold on to the tickets and wait, which I guess you are doing since you have 389 of them. So probably once one of the new units come out, you're just going to remove a Craptor and just add in the new unit or something like that. So nothing to say here as well. You have the core units already at a good point, so you can do whatever you want. Then we have the trials. They are definitely good. You already pushed a lot the green and blue ones. So yeah, quite good. Here are just the rankings on the arena. Nice. And then your bag. I would say that you have so many Shinsu, like I don't even know if calling them bag or boxes, whatever. You have so many of them. It's really, really crazy. But yeah, again, no Link EXP, and that's the real issue here. So yeah. Then you're also showing composition. I don't know if you did it to ask if it was good, because it obviously is, or if you are asking because you cannot beat that composition you have on the other side. And I am I will say that with Hiwa, I always had a lot of problems facing Anak because she's just going to destroy her. Because Anak just focuses the highest attack unit, and Hiwa cannot defend against it, and she's just going to die. So usually I tend not to use Hiwa comps against Anak, but if you really want to, you can just put Hiwa on a lower slot, like the 309 one, sorry, and then put Data Zahard in the 321 one. So that is going to get attacked by an Ack, is not going to die because of his invincibility, and that's all. Obviously, Hiwa is going to deal less damage than usual, but at the very least, is going to deal damage because otherwise she'd be dead, and that's all. So yeah, I don't know. I was just saying because I didn't know exactly the purpose of this screen, since you didn't share all the teams but only this one. So I figured, okay, let's just give more insight on this like enemy composition, because I think Anak is really the only issue because she's removing your Hiwa and then your Hiwa cannot clear the rest of the enemies. So that's pretty much what I think is going on here. Then we have the stats you get from the three essence facility. And here there is not much to say again. As we can see, 200 accuracy from the strength one, really good. And also like 150 evasion or so, really good stats. Here we have like 190 accuracy for the dexterity one. You could definitely use some more, but it's already quite good. And the evasion is a little lower, is 120, 130-ish. So, okay, it's fine. And then here we have like 110, 118 accuracy. Again, quite low, but it's fine with supports and mages because they have quite high accuracies anyway. So overall, good stats, I would say. The last screenshot is the ResearchLab. You went all in special position and with controller. Makes total sense. Then you are midway through with Fisherman and Spearbearer. Fine. They also have good units. And then a Scout and Lightbearer have been basically ignored, which is again fine because you have there mostly supports and some tanks or stuff like that. So overall, good choice. I mean, The special position being the one you focus on the most is fine, but the only DPSs there are just um, Child and Dorsey and Joaquin, which is okay. I think they can use the defense and HP more than the just leveling up the wave controller one. But yeah, at the end of the day, is not going to be that impactful. Still, I would say good distribution of points here. And that was all also for this account. Again, sorry if I couldn't provide as much information here, but it's obvious since you're already at a really good point. And here, all we can do is basically just wait whenever we can, just get some of the other units leveled up. Otherwise, just wait, increase the links, try to push, pull the new units, and repeat and repeat. Nothing more really. So yeah. Okay, guys, that was all also for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.